now. What's up, everybody? This is Laughcraft. This is episode 42. This is actually our Nintendo E3 2021 special. Nintendo's E3 is on the 15th, so it's coming up quickly. So this is just our predictions, what we think is going to be there, what we think might not be there, and what our dreams are. So let's
Our dreams.
our dreams, yes, because I've got some wild predictions in there, but we'll save that for the end. Let's start out by talking about kind of the anniversaries that are coming up. There's a lot of big anniversaries for Nintendo that that are celebrating their 35th, 30th, and so forth. So we'll start with the first one, which is The Legend of Zelda, which is their 35th anniversary. Jonathan, what do you think is going to be there, or if they were going to be there in the first place? So.
Yeah. Okay. We know Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out. I know that they're definitely going to be showing that, so we can already or at least some gameplay. Dude, you know how long it's been since like the original? We need the 2 to be like, or at least some gameplay of it. I'm hoping for gameplay. Like, I'm hoping they actually get up there and they play a little bit of the game so we can see what to expect from it. I also, fingers crossed on the Minish Cap. Just to throw it out, dude. Yeah, please, just make it happen. Like, just a remake of the Minish Cap or something into that effect where like it might be coming out. I would be so happy. That was the first ever Zelda game that I ever played before any other one. So I would be ecstatic for that. That is my dreams. Since you said start off the episode with your dreams, what is your dream? Just throw that one out there.
Gotcha, yeah. Minish Cap remake or the sequel would be great. I do think we'll see gameplay of Breath of the Wild 2. We saw a teaser trailer back in 2019. Obviously, we had the whole pandemic last year, and so that kind of pushed timelines back. But a lot of people think the game's coming out this year. I actually think it's going to be pushed to 2022, which March 2022 to finish out the fiscal cycle. So I think that's when we'll expect Breath of the Wild 2. It kind of lines up with the last Breath of the Wild, which was in March as well. So I kind of think they'll go with the same theme there. Obviously, Nintendo can just throw us curveballs all day, so they can honestly come out with like a Zelda baseball, and I'll just like be like, "What in the world?" like I won't question it, but yeah, I kind of hope they show Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know if they're going to show like a collection. Like a lot of people think there's going to be like a Wind Waker HD and a Twilight Princess HD like 2-pack. But because of Skyward Sword coming out in July, I think they're going to wait till like a fall direct to show those. I do think those games are going to come in a 2-pack. I just don't want them to kind of like, they don't want to outweigh the Skyward Sword, because Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are a lot better like rated if that makes sense than Skyward Sword. So I think they're gonna let Skyward Swords be its $60 thing, and then once that comes out a couple months later, they'll do another direct and kind of show what's coming for the Legend of Zelda series. So
What do you think of Phantom Hourglass? Do you think they would do a remake or a sequel to that?
I do love the DS games. I just don't see it happening. Like, as much as I would love that, I think, those are a little ways down the line. So maybe Switch 2. No.
Before we get started on like discussing the new system, because I really do hope they actually announce it.
Switch Pro?
Yes, the Switch Pro. Please, you think they're gonna call it the Switch Pro? I don't think they're gonna call it the Switch Pro.
No, I also don't think it will be at the C3 either. They're either going to
I feel like it will.
announce it before or announce it after. So,
Gotcha. I feel like, yeah, because they don't want it to overcast on the actual E3 and all the games, so it's either going to be before or after. But I still think it's going to be soon that they're announcing that, just with all the leaks, and also it'd be great for the holiday season coming up. We're a few months out, and most companies are like, all right, start preparing inventory for that time period.
yeah.
Just Legend of I mean, like, it's the 35th anniversary, right? 35th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 35th Switch Pro Zelda Edition. I'll be
Yeah.
picking it up so quickly.
No, like the rumor is like for the Switch Pro, which obviously Nintendo's not going to call it that, but the Switch Pro is like they're going to start beefing up stock for the holidays and then also for the first quarter. Um, which a lot of people, like a lot of companies, don't do that because they want all their sales to be basically holiday season. But I think
Hmm.
the rumor is for first quarter because Nintendo's got Breath of the Wild 2 slated for the first quarter, and that's why. But and you also know they have Pokemon Arceus also coming on in January as well. So I think it kind
Yeah,
of fits with that timeline, which that also brings us to the next point, that is Pokemon's 30th anniversary, I believe. Um,
I can't confirm. I have to look it up real
Might be the
quick.
35th. I don't know. But we are getting Diamond and Pearl in November. And then Pokemon Arceus in January. I do think we'll see a better trailer of Pokemon Arceus. Um, when they showed it back in, was it February? March? I forgot when we had the direct. I think it was like March or April. It was kind of like basic footage of Pokemon. And so I think they'll show it, especially if we get an announcement of the Pro version, because I think that's where it's going to be like shown its best. So we'll see.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just pulled it up. You were a little bit off by 5 years. Pokemon 25th
Oh,
anniversary.
25th. Okay.
It's the 25th anniversary for Pokemon. Before anybody starts like commenting down below, hey, you said 30th. It's actually the 25th.
Look, look. Played every single one. So
That is something you did. I think I've only played like two of them. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Um, that goes down the line. It's Donkey Kong's 40th anniversary. Do you think we'll see anything from Donkey Kong? The rumor was there might be another 2D game coming, which they've done a lot of 2D games. They haven't done a 3D Donkey Kong since the Nintendo 64. So, like, do you think we'll see a 3D Donkey Kong, or do you think it'll just
What's
be the
the
same 2D platformer?
wait? I thought we had a Donkey Kong. What is it, Jungle or something like that on the Switch? I might
Yeah,
be thinking of another game.
there is a Donkey Kong on the Switch, but it's a 2D platformer. It's not a 3D.
Uh, oh, I don't think I've ever played the 3D one.
That was on the Nintendo 64. And it was our friend's Dylan's favorite game. So,
Of
um,
course it was.
um, but yeah, no, like the rumor is there's going to be another like 2D Donkey Kong. Like it's going to be a platformer just like the last one. I think just for my dream would be a 3D one, just because it's more creative, and I think it kind of like opens the door for the Donkey Kong team to be doing like something else besides just doing 2D platformer. So
Yeah, I would love to play Donkey Kong 3D. They should call it the Donkey Kong 3D. It just rolls off the tongue. It would be nice and be able to play it with some friends or even online with some friends. That would be spot on.
yeah, no, that would be great. I totally agree. That's one that like I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like I
More than likely, it's going to be a 2D game.
or they
Nothing
don't
wrong
show
with it,
Donkey Kong at all. So
but
like
it's their 40th anniversary. Big 40. They have to drop something for Donkey Kong.
do they? Do
I'll
they?
be yes, I'll be upset. I know some people will probably be upset. We're all looking forward to it.
Because I mean it's F Zero's 30th anniversary, and while I do enjoy F Zero, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think we'll see anything from F Zero.
I don't know enough about the game. That's the thing. Like, but Donkey Kong, I feel like it's easier to sell than F-Zero. Just my opinion.
You're right. I mean, F Zero is it's like it's a racer, but it's like fast. So like the cars move really really fast compared to like
Mhm.
Mario Kart. So you're playing like Mario Kart has a 200 cc. You're playing like
Mhm.
250 cc.
The I don't need that in my life.
It's a lot of fun. The last one was on the GameCube, and it was like one of the best ones. I would be fine if they like HD remastered that one.
Mhm.
Um, but again, I would be shocked if they put an F-Zero game out. So as much as I would love to see it again, it's just um, like they're trying to do like these new ideas with games, and I don't think Nintendo has kind of figured out like what to really do with that franchise. Because they already have their big racer, which is Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So like, while I don't think F Zero competes with that at all because it's a totally different racer game. Like I think in Nintendo's mind, it's like, oh, that's just another racer. We got Mario Kart. So um,
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard because like yes, they could just show nothing, but I feel like for their big anniversaries, they've been doing something. I mean, like look at Mario, but then again, Mario is a lot bigger than
Mario is their
F-Zero.
mascot.
Mario is their mascot. They're gonna go big with Mario. They're kind of doing something for Zelda. I mean, like look at everything that they did. We even got the controllers for
Oh, they're definitely
our
doing something
Switch.
for Zelda. That's gonna be a big anniversary. I just don't know how much they're actually gonna show at E3. I think the main Zelda thing we're gonna see is Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay. And then
Hmm.
other than that, I don't know if we're gonna see very much because again, they don't want to show a bunch of amazing things and then Skyward Swords not sell at all. So they're not gonna want to do that.
What's another anniversary that's out this year?
We have Metroids.
Oh yeah, that's big. That's really big. I actually, now that I think about it, I played a little bit of the first one back on N64, GameCube. I don't remember. It's one or the other. I remember playing it for just a short little bit.
Yeah, so the first one was actually on the NES, the first Nintendo system.
Not that one.
The second one was called Super Metroid, and that was on the Super Nintendo. Um, and
I'm
then
gonna be wrong.
I'm trying to think if they had one on the 64. I believe they did, maybe. I know they had two on the GameCube, one on the two on the
Okay,
Wii.
it was probably the GameCube one that I played. Because it wasn't my GameCube. I went to my dentist and they had the GameCube set up
Yeah,
in the lobby, and I remember playing it there. I'm pretty sure it was Metroid Prime,
yeah.
GameCube Metroid Prime that I played while I was
Yeah,
there.
so my prediction is Metroid Prime Trilogy. I think a lot of people want a 2D Metroid. I think there is a 2D Metroid, but my dream is a Metroid Prime Trilogy. So, Nintendo, let's make it happen. Let's show it at this E3.
Waits for the next E3. They're like, not yet.
I think so. Here's my prediction: if Metroid Prime 4 is a 2021 game, I think we'll see Metroid Prime Trilogy. If Metroid Prime 4 is a 2022 game, I think we won't see it this year, and I think we'll see a 2D Metroid this year.
Oy. I know that's rough.
Like I do enjoy 2D Metroids, but I much rather play Metroid Prime again. They're some of my favorite games, so I definitely want to go back through those again because it's been a long time. So
I have to give it a try. I barely remember the games, Matthew.
yeah, no, they're a lot of fun. Um, at least like again, they're not everyone's cup of tea. I think, uh, but I think people like the sales have been always low with Metroid games, but I think for the Switch has shown just in recent past years that like you can release a franchise that historically has not done well, and it's going to sell 5 million copies. So I think they're going to put it on
Yeah,
the Switch, and it's going to do really well. So
fingers crossed.
for sure, I'm excited. Another anniversary. It's a weird one. Wii Sports. It's their 15-year anniversary. Do you think we'll get some kind of like Switch Sports, we Switch Sports? I don't know, something.
Sweet
Sweet
sports.
Sports. add the second
Oh,
I
for
and
the love of
Switch.
everything, please do not call it that.
Do you think we'll
Oh
see a
my.
like a Wii Sports sequel at the C3?
Yes, and it's gonna have the name Sweet Sports on it.
Please.
Okay, listen. If they include boxing and bowling, I'm sold on the game. Like immediately, I'm probably gonna
Exactly.
end up getting it. But if they don't include it and they decide to, I don't know, dude. It's another big anniversary, and I know that like whenever you're with your families and like a big group of people coming over, you could play. You could put on like the Wii Sports, and everybody had a blast. I remember like playing it with my brother, playing it with you guys. We've played bowling a bunch.
Yeah. Like I do think Nintendo maybe that's why they released Clubhouse Games. That was kind of
Yeah,
their like quote unquote Wii Sports, but
it's not
it's
sports
not.
though.
It's not. So I think if they did, they could literally just call it Wii Sports 3 and keep the same name and people would jump on it. Like they don't even have to change the naming. People are gonna be like, "Oh, Wii Sports," and they're gonna buy it. I think if they did that, that's like a 10 million seller at least. So
Matthew's out here predicting money. That's all he's thinking. Matthew's is just 10 million copies. They'll be selling them like this. Just put Matthew on your advisory board. It's like this is what we need. We need this, 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 and this, and I promise you, we'll make another extra $1 billion this year.
like, especially if they combined, like, let's just say they didn't like make a new one. They just combined Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort and just HD'd it, and they were like, "Here it is." I think it will sell like gangbusters.
Yeah. While we've been talking, I've been thinking about Wii Sports Resorts because, like, I remember if, like we played that game more than actually Wii Sports, and we had a lot of fun with them. I remember my brother bought the Wii. We had it for an entire week, and then he decided to sell it to get himself an iPhone. So I got to play Wii Sports or Wii Resort for like an entire week. And then, like within the next week, he had already sold it and gotten himself a phone. I'm like, really?
Wow.
We were having fun.
That's a good game too. So,
Make it happen, Nintendo. You hear Matthew? Matthew's over here ready to spend money.
That's a dream pick, I guess. You know, make it happen.
Donkey Kong Sports.
Donkey
Kong Sports.
Like we have sports games. Like so far we've had Mario Tennis. We're getting Mario Golf in June, literally in like 20 days, I think. We're getting that in 20 days. Do you think there's gonna be another Mario sports game? Like they haven't done baseball yet, and they haven't done soccer. Those are the ones that previously done. Obviously, my dream pick is soccer, because Mario Strikers is one of the best sports games of all time.
You always talk about that game.
Like, do you think they're gonna do a baseball? Like, what do you think?
Just with everything releasing, I don't think it's gonna be at this E3.
Okay.
I don't. Hey, if I'm wrong, more power to you. Like they have been coming out with a lot of sports. I just don't think it's at this E3. I think it's after the Switch Pro has been released, then they start deciding which games to release on that.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's my call.
For sure. I also don't think it's gonna be this E3. Although I would love to see Mario Strikers. I would freak out. That is, yeah, it's just such a good sports game. So.
Twitter breaks for the day.
So from that, I think we can move into a Smash character. I think they will show at least one Smash character. We still have two more on the DLC pack. What kind of Smash character do you think they're going to release? What is your hopes? And then what is your dream pick?
My hopes and my dream pick. All right, hold up. Okay, my hope, since it is Crash Bandicoot's anniversary, they just throw him into the game. I think it would break Twitter.
It really would.
They throw Crash Bandicoot into the game. That'd be fantastic. My dream pick, I will scream it to the heavens. Tails off of Sonic. Okay, the movie's coming out. The anniversary's happening. It would just tie in. It would be the perfect choice.
I do think
we know
Tails would be a good character. You know, they don't have a lot of Sonic love. All we have is like Sonic. And that's it. That's it.
And you know how many you have how many characters from Mario? You have how many characters from Donkey Kong? You have two. There's three, now that I'm thinking about it. There's just, they always choose multiple characters. If they throw like a Steve Jr. into the game, I'm gonna be upset. That's my word. Like if there was like hope, dream and like worst pick, throw another Minecraft character into it, and I just won't be happy.
Yeah, so I do think my pick was going to be Crash, but since you already said that, I'm going to go
All right.
with man, let's go with Shadow from Sonic. Shadow is one of my favorites. Although I think it would be just
Yes.
like a Sonic clone. They could do a lot with Shadow, I think. Or
Well,
Shantae.
they
Shantae is
have a
another dream of mine, but um, my dream pick is Master Chief. So go ahead and throw Halo Master Chief in there, so we can use them, and it's gonna break the internet. So
listen. That would not break Twitter. That would break every social media, and then YouTube would have to shut down its servers for a day because so many people would be making videos on it and like predicting that. So if that were to happen, which I highly doubt, but if it were to happen, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to face you with Master Chief.
same. Like, oh, that has me excited. I'm looking forward to what Smash character they show. Um, I think there's got to be at least one more third party, and their last one might be like a first party character. I don't know what they're gonna do, but you know how Nintendo is. They like have Sephiroth, and then they show Byleth, and you're like, you could have showed something else. Great, so, like,
It's rough.
it is what
I'm
it
trying to
is.
think of, like, what else would break the internet?
Sora.
What?
Sora would break the internet from Kingdom Hearts. People have been asking for that character for a long time. Um, that's about all I can think of that would break the internet. So
I'm
'cause
ready, Nintendo.
same.
I'm waiting for this character, dude. I'm telling you, if it's not Tails, if it's not Knuckles, if it's not somebody from
Yeah.
the Sonic room, I'm gonna be upset. Just plain out. Wait, unless it's Crash Bandicoot. If it's Crash Bandicoot, I'm not gonna be upset. I'll be like, all right, this is acceptable. But
Yeah.
I want Tails in the game so bad.
We'll see. Do you think it will start their show? Like they'll do a Smash reveal and that will start their show, or do you think it will end it?
Uh, I will. The thing is, like, I want them to be. This is my thought process. They want people to stick around throughout the entire show, so they might do like a little teaser of like someone like they don't even show who it is. It's just silhouettes. They start off E3 with just silhouettes, a little bit of fighting, and they don't show. It's like stick around till the end. And at the very end, they decide to show who the actual fighter is. And that would be my prediction on like how they handle that, because it would force people to stick around, and I don't know. I think it would be more views at that point.
I mean, with it being Nintendo, I think people are going to stick around in general, but I think they're going to start their show off with it. They're going to drop Crash, and it's going to be this awesome trailer. And you're probably going to see like Snake is going to be there in his little box, and then Crash is going to come through like breaking the box because that's what that's what he does. So I think you're going to see something like that maybe. I think I have the trailer in my mind. It's going to be amazing. They could definitely do it.
I'm ready for the Tiki mask. I'm ready for the Tiki mask. Or they drop two characters. They're like, yeah, we know we only said one extra player, but we're dropping two.
What if they drop a whole new Fighters Pass? They're like, here's the last two characters, and also we have 5 more coming.
Break the end. Dude, that game already has so many fighters.
It does.
So many fighters. The storyline I'm not even through yet. I'm still freaking fighting people on that.
Oh man, but while I would love a Fighters Pass 3, I think let Sakurai have his time, let him go make another game, Kid Icarus, because we need another Kid Icarus. But I mean, if they do another Fighter Pass 3, I think it will kind of continue hype going on for the Switch, which Nintendo, obviously loves the attention. So I think if they do the Fighter Pass 3, they can, kind of continue the hype. We're going to be like, what's going to be in the next Fighter Pass, And so that can kind of continue it moving forward. I don't think there's going to be a Fighter Pass 3. I think they're just going to end it with these two, but we'll kind of see.
Yep, yep. So, predictions so far, anniversaries and stuff, and then we also Switch Pro. I feel is going to be like announced prior to the show because they got to do it prior, just for they don't want it to overcast the entire show.
Yeah. I think if the Switch Pro is coming out this year, they're going to do it prior. They're going to have to do it next week. So we'll see.
Be sick.
If not, I think they'll show it probably at a fall direct, and it will release in the spring. So we'll see. I do think it's real. A lot of people are like still on the fence. I think there's a Switch revision coming out. I just don't know when it's going to come out. So
I know it's real. I feel it in my heart that it's real. I mean, it's about time. So.
For sure.
All right.
For sure.
Any last words, or am I cutting out too soon, Matthew?
Cutting out too soon. We got more.
What do we got?
We got more. So let's go down and pick five total. No, let's do 8 total games that we think is going to be there, that we think is going to be at E3. And I'll start us off. I think Bayonetta 3 is going to be there. Because we haven't seen Bayonetta 3 since 2018. It's a game that a lot of people have been talking about. And, the developer said last year, I believe, that it was going good. We haven't seen any gameplay for it. Obviously, it's a very niche game, but I think it will bring hype, so I think that's going to be there.
All right, I'm going safe route for the first choice, Splatoon 3. We've already kind of seen a little bit of trailer. I think more of the gameplay will probably be shown.
Okay. My next pick is I'm going to go with, I think Breath of the Wild 2 will have a trailer, obviously. I think it will be the end of the show. I think it's going to be an ending piece. And I think it's going to, at the end, it's going to have a date of March 2022. March 2022, yeah.
Does it count if I say Pokemon? Because
yeah.
Okay, fine. The Pokemon games, at least Arceus a little bit more.
Okay,
that'd be sick.
For sure. I think we'll get a Metroid 2D. While I do want Metroid Prime Trilogy, I don't know how far along Metroid Prime 4 is. I don't think we'll see Metroid Prime 4. I think it's still early, especially with, they had to restart development a couple years ago. If we do see Metroid Prime 4, it'll be a CGI trailer. It will be zero gameplay. It'll be just straight CGI trailer. They'll just throw up the logo again, basically. So.
All right. I'm gonna go over here, thinking Donkey Kong.
Okay.
I'm throwing it just because, it's their anniversary. Some game. It might not be 3D, but I'm sure they'll come out with another Donkey Kong game.
All right. My next one is Mario Party 2. While I do think, there's already been a Mario Party 2, I think they'll name it Switch Mario Party 2 or something like that. It's going to be Mario Party sequel. They just did that online update for the Mario Party game. It's still very limited, and it sold a ridiculous amount of copies. So I think they were just testing the online, and so they're going to add it to the next game, Mario Party 2, and it's going to have better boards, please, and better mini games. So
what about it? Wait, what about if it's an update to the game instead?
Like a DLC pack?
Yeah, like a DLC pack.
I feel like it's too late for that. I feel like it's too late for that at this point.
Dude, they just released the ability to play online with one another.
They did, but it's I feel like that was just
too late.
I feel like that was just let's see if this works, because we're gonna put it in the next game.
Okay,
I,
okay, fine. I'll give you that. Throwing an idea out there, maybe Star Fox Adventures. I see some talk about it online,
okay,
so I'm throwing Fox Adventures out there. I think it'd be sick.
okay. And I think our last one. I think we're gonna finally see Mario Kart 9. Um, I know
Which
Mario Kart
pro?
8 just sold 10 million in the last year, which is ridiculous. But I
10
think,
million copies?
yeah, just in the
Oh,
last year, and it's been out forever.
I'm about to
So,
add this 10 million copies, $60 a copy because everybody pays it at full price. That's $60 million that they
yeah,
made off of Mario Kart.
yeah. So Mario Kart 8 came out in 2014. So it's been 7 years. I think it's time. Let's see Mario Kart 9, and yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be Mario Kart 9 is gonna be big. We're gonna bring all the tracks. Mario Kart 9 Ultimate, and we're gonna bring everything like Super Smash Brothers.
And they add two more racers.
They add to it, and it's gonna be a racer pack, and they're gonna have like trailers like Super Smash Brothers.
You want it all for that final choice. You want it all for Mario Kart. Oof. I just want them to announce that they're fixing their online stuff so we can play more with our friends. That's all
I
I care
agree.
for. Like if they announce that during the E3 thing, or they say the Switch Pro is going to be coming out with their new online platform, done. Like I'm happy.
Yeah, no, I agree. They need to do some like updates on, not just the online, but the eShop as well. So they've got to have some quality life updates. I don't know if they'll show that at E3. I think that's just like a Twitter drop, but hopefully they show that soon.
I agree. Fingers crossed.
Oh man,
This is
let's.
the first video of the E3 series, guys.
It
So
really
we'll
is.
probably record the other two for Microsoft and PlayStation. But we do appreciate you watching till the end. I'm thinking this is the end. I don't know what
Yeah,
Maddie's gonna
it
throw.
is.
Watch it
Definitely
to
the
the
end.
end.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Let us know down below what you think is going to be at E3. And then also hit the subscribe button and the little bell. I can't even say bell correctly, but hit it.
No, I don't. I'm gonna find. I'm gonna draw a bell or something.
It's just like conjure a bell real quick. No. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Adios.
All right. Thank you, guys. Peace.